How is everyone?
Oh, well,
Bench desk.
bon tempi. Bene, хорошо.
I don't know what that means.
And that was the point.
It's good. Long Easter weekend.
Nice, yeah.
And I hope Santa lays a big fat egg on your pillows this weekend.
We're going to wait until after Easter to get the cheap chocolate.
That's a good
All the
idea, actually,
reduced shit.
I always forget to buy an egg. I kept on looking at them in... well, last year I happened to get like an online shop just before Easter, so I bought one. I bought an egg there. But I keep seeing the eggs when I go into IRL supermarkets, and they're not any eggs that I want, so I just kept thinking, I'll get one later. And then I went to the shop on Wednesday and came home and realised, oh yeah, it's actually Easter like now. It's too late now.
Usually we just wait until like a day after because they put all the eggs that didn't sell like on reduced.
It's a good idea,
More bang for your buck.
Yeah, more bucks in your bangs.
Oh,
in your fringe.
More bucks in your truck.
Oh,
More buck in your truck.
more balls in your truck, and the balls are chocolate balls, and they're shaped like a cross between a football ball and a rugby ball, so an Easter egg.
Oh. It's like you've cut one of each in half and plopped them together.
Yeah. That was the kind of the weird hybrid that Santa was experimenting with one year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be careful you don't get your Easter eggs too early, or you have to wipe all the amniotic fluid off of them.
Lovely.
After Santa's excreted them.
Yeah. He lays them.
Yep. That's most of his early part of the year. After Christmas, he enters his hibernation phase and just steadily plops out eggs using all the energy he absorbs from mince pies and whiskey or whatever you leave out for him.
Blimey.
Milk. Oh dear.
Anyway.
So, now that I'm a fan of Taskmaster, thanks Ozzy.
Oh, okay.
I was excited to see the new series was on yesterday.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It was really good.
I probably won't for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I've got like 2 or 3 episodes I can... Yeah, I might not wait the whole season, because I've said that in the past, and then it gets like a couple of weeks in, and it's like, all right, I should watch them. But if they're in little chunks, I can probably... that'd be a bit more better. Because I'll watch one, and I'll be like, I really want to watch the next one right now. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to that. It was some good shit. It was very funny.
Any names on there? I haven't watched the trailer for this series, because they normally do a who's in this year's Taskmaster trailer.
Let's see if I can remember before I look it up. There's Ardal O'Hanlon.
Oh, okay.
And he's fulfilling the crazy old man role.
That's good.
Which of the series I've seen so far, I think if there's not a crazy old man, it's not as good.
Yeah.
At least one.
Was it one of the Hugh Dennis series we watched?
Hugh Dennis. And, Mike Wozniak, I think, falls into that. Provincial dad.
He's like not quite the dad role, but the sort of wacky uncle role.
Yeah.
He's sort of still an adult, but still kind of wacky. Yeah. Anyway.
So you got Ardal O'Hanlon.
Ardal O'Hanlon.
Is it Chris Ramsey? I think his name is.
Oh.
Newcastle bloke. He's a comedian.
Don't recognise it off the top of my head.
I think he was on CBBC.
Oh, I might do if I've seen him then. That's the best I could do with that accent.
There's lady, I don't know her name. Bridget Christie, maybe rings a bell. I'll have to look it up in a sec. Oh. Hang on. Judy Love and Sophie Duker, all comedians.
Okay.
So
I don't recognise any of them apart from.
No, I know. I've heard some of their names from like the Radio 4 panel show podcasts that I listen to.
Okay.
Like
they're quite sort of like
News Quiz and Now Show.
They're not like mainstream stand-ups. They're kind of
not sort of like Michael McIntyre sort of.
No, they put all their money in getting our I really struggle with that name. Getting Dougal in.
Dougal,
They spent all their money getting Dougal in, but they had to get sort of like the sub-tertiary comedians.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, they might not be household names, but they are popular comedians. Just not like,
that's what
you know.
But that's what I meant. They're not household names. Is
yeah, it is Bridget Christie. So Ardlo Hanlon, Bridget Christie, Chris Ramsey, Judy Love, and Sophie Duker.
Yeah. Dougal's the only one I recognise off of that.
Judy Love she doesn't, you wouldn't guess it to look at her, but she is batty as fuck. She's been great value just in that first episode.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all very funny, so it should be a good series, I hope.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And we'll have our own series of own brand Taskmaster one day.
One day, we've got plans. I've got a couple of tasks written down. It's the hardest part, like I said, is just sort of arranging it so that we can all get together and knowing if we can sort of lock down who's going to be in it. So it's definitely going to be me, you, Alex. You said you
Barney
were
McGrew.
up for it.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Yeah. So we'll have to ask Rob and Tilly, see what they say. And that we might be able to get away with that. 5 in total if we have the 2 hosts and then 3 contestants.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
We might be able to get away with it like that. I think we need at least more than 2 contestants.
Yeah.
I'd say we ask another person, but his schedule is a bit all over the place, so we never know. Same with another person, actually. There's 2 people that I know that have wonky schedules that might be up for it, but
Skonky
it's a matter of locking them down. Yeah. And then once I've locked them down, it'd just be me going over and meeting up with each person to do the tasks.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, look forward to that one day.
One day. Sorry. I really want to do it. It's just a pain in the ass to organise it.
Pain in the bum.
We need to come up with like a different name for it as well, but that's like tongue in cheek. So it's like Taskmaster, but it's not. It's like Taskmaster, or no, like Quest. What's another Quest Mistress?
Quest Mistress.
I was trying to think of another word for master. Quest Lord or something like that.
But yeah, anyway, that was.
If you choose to accept it. Anyway,
that was very good. Shout out to that.
Always shout out Taskmaster.
And thank you for finally getting me to watch it.
Yeah. Well, we've got plenty to get through as we over the coming recordings.
The recording of the comings. And I played. I'm
gonna say
something else that makes me very excited is the story of Portal 2 and associated media.
You played it. I know you said you wanted to play it again.
No, I haven't.
No. Oh, okay.
You'll find out when I finish the sentence. One of the Valve made a thing this year, a few months ago, called Aperture Desk Job, which was like their kind of like hardware demonstration for the Steam Deck. But you can just play it with a controller and it's free. And it's basically you have a desk job at Aperture Science and, you just have to press buttons and obviously things happen in the way that they tend to in these games. And that was very funny. I played that today.
Cool.
Nice.
So I want to give that a shout out as well. That's currently my game of the year 2022.
What's it called again?
Aperture Desk Job.
Okay.
Did we do 2021? I can't remember.
So that's my next point question. Yeah, so we have on our to-do list Film of the Year and Game of the Year 2021.
Oh, blimey.
Did we do film, actually? I can't remember.
I don't know that.
No, we didn't. So yeah, we still got that to do. If anyone ever wants to get those lists together, we can have a surprise Film of the Year / Game of the Year one day.
Okay.
Because I've got mine. I just, when I do something I see something I like or play it, I whack it on there.
No, fair.
Yeah. There we are. So TV of the year. Do people have?
Well, I've got two tiny tidbits. Did we want to get them out of the way before?
Yes.
Or
Let's tip those bits.
If that's what we were doing. But my first one is the what not was pointed. Was put.
Oh.
Rebooting.
Ding,
My
ding,
first
ding,
tidbit
ding,
was
ding.
pointed out by another YouTuber, Davis, all in capital letters. His
from
videos
Digimon.
are good, so I'll... Yeah, spelt the same way. But he does Doctor Who videos. Particularly Broke Canon are really good, I'll shout them out. But he also does the odd, like, mock commentary over modern episodes and stuff. And he pointed out that The Witch's Familiar is basically just Curse of Fatal Death done straight.
I can't remember which one that is.
The Witch's Familiar is Capaldi, Clara, and Missy on Scarrow with Davros. And Curse of Fatal Death is the Rowan Atkinson comedy one.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
But what happens in which is Familiar? Do tell that makes it so similar.
The Doctor versus the Daleks, the Daleks, and tongue-in-cheek Master exploring the Dalek sewers. And they're both like major points of that episode.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't see the similarity to Curse of Fatal Death.
It would not say it's the same structure of it, but sort of serious, not done as a comedy.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like he's trying to do the same thing. I don't know. The guy pointed out more bits that I can't remember off the top of my head, basically.
Because I mean, the reason I don't mean to be difficult.
It sounded really convincing when I was.
Yeah.
Well, I was shouting out the video. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just the reason I was like explain is because I was thinking about it and I didn't think they're very similar. But I'll have to check out the video.
You did just say you could barely remember the episode.
But then you reminded me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my second tidbit is that for the first time in however long, I've actually made an Excel sheet.
It's been so long since you made one. You can't even remember what they're called.
No, it's called an open office calc. Is the one I'm using. But yeah, it's basically a spreadsheet. And I thought you'd be interested in that, Christian.
I've had a little accident when you were. Yeah. I was around someone's, and I had to use a LibreOffice spreadsheet, and I was like, ugh. This is.
I used that once upon a time. Yeah, but nice. I basically tried to work out sort of each sitcom swap episode compared. So by the time we finish Only Fools and Horses, including the specials and the 3 episodes of its prequel, will only be on season 3, episode 22 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Sitcom Swap is a series available on TS Reactions.
I do have no shows that I can show you.
Well,
I don't know if there are sitcoms though.
There's no point getting to that because we're still only on series 3, episode 22 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine by this point. If we want to, add the 4 series of the spin-off show for Only Fools and Horses, which I'll leave up to you depending on how much you've enjoyed Only Fools.
Yeah.
That will only take us up to season 5, episode 9 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh my god.
From that point, I'd have to find something else.
Yeah.
Which I've provisionally got something down, which will take us to past Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay. What is it?
That's Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
But we'll see where we go from around this area.
Are you much of a boy from the dwarf, Alex?
He's seen Odd Ones, I think.
Yeah, I've seen the odd episode, and I've heard about it.
I know. Back in the day when we were in college and stuff, I used to have it on whenever you were at mine or something. So you've probably seen them in passing. Tilly.
Yeah, and Tilly really likes it as well. I've just never really sort of actually sat down and watched it properly.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I am interested though.
So for your only Fools then, the spin-offs, you got Green Grass, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And Rock and Chips.
That was only 3 episodes, though. That's
Okay.
I included Rock and Chips kind of in with Only Fools because they only did 3 of them before he died.
Is there anything else?
I think there's just like odd random mini things they did.
Oh yeah, there's like a sports relief or something, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just like little relief sketches and stuff like that. Yeah, the one with I think it was David Beckham or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Kushti.
But yeah, they're my little things.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Well, anything else been going on? Oh, it's the Snooker World Championship starts tomorrow. So for the next 2.5 weeks, I may be difficult to. I'll be rich for the next.
Okay.
But
I mean, spoilers. I threw that in for the reason why you sort of disappear for half of the first episode of Pokemon Legends Ridge Score.
What? Because I'm watching the snooker.
You're off watching the snooker, yeah.
Brilliant.
Because the first episode mainly focuses on me and Alex doing the starter game so I can catch him a Pokemon.
Okay.
You're like, right, you can worry about all that stuff. I did all that when I was a teenager. I'm going to go watch snooker. Pretty much.
What would be the Pokemon equivalent of snooker? Right? The first thing I thought was Voltors, but they'd be too big.
Oh, yeah.
Like Sunkerns or something.
Unless it's snooker, but you use Pokeballs.
Oh, Pokeballs, of course. Yeah.
If you accidentally hit the button and release it, there's a Voltorb inside that explodes or something.
All right. Okay.
No.
I won't do it now, but I'm going to have to figure out which Pokeball would be which color snooker ball.
Okay. You're working out your little back cannon for that.
Yeah.
No, I did. I think the joke I went with this week, it was the Machamps versus the Tentacruel. And with all those arms, they each get like it's mayhem. Something like that. Look forward to that. Much sooner than any other thing we're probably going to do.
Yeah, probably.
Even before the next episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, well, no. But any kind of pre-planned things that isn't like a reaction or a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-planned envelope.
I'm hoping to within this year, definitely.
Cool. Right.
Well, now we can.
Yeah.
Now we go with your fucking TV of the year.
Any of the biscuits?
No.
Only the ones I shat out this morning.
Oh. They go straight
Crumbly.
through you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even absorb any mixed liquid. It was just crumbly.
Stayed the same. Didn't chew them.
Yeah. Just a full biscuit is like a reverse Pez.
Yeah. Oh. There. I did have some surprise diarrhea this morning. Actually, that's my little update.
Lovely.
I had a little fart, and I thought I'd suddenly clenched. I thought, hang on a minute.
Oh,
this isn't right. Anyway, TV of the year.
TV of the year. Speaking of shit, let's get it.
I've only got 5. So.
Right.
Oh, I've got my normal scroll.
Yeah. You better go first then, Alex.
Okay.
Half-Life Alex.
We're on, yeah?
Pardon?
We're on 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Hi.
So, number 5 is Life on Mars. I've
Nice.
only watched the first season, so I'm still going through the second season, but I really enjoyed the first season.
Yeah, it's good.
I got to finish the second one. Number 4, I don't know if anyone knows about it.
Don't forget Ashes to Ashes once you finish Life on Mars.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. I need to watch that as well. I don't know if this was like I think it only ran for one season, this one, and then it got cancelled. Kidnapped? Anyone heard of it?
No.
No, it wasn't. Again, I don't think it was very popular. Because it got cancelled after one season. But I remember watching the first season. It had one of my favourite actors in it at the time. And it ended on a cliffhanger. And I was I went to my sister. I was like, "Where's the second season?" And she went, "Oh, they didn't make one." I was like, "What? You got me into this series and they didn't?" And then ended like that. And he didn't make another series. I was so angry. But yeah, no. So I got cancelled. That was a good one. I think. Yeah. Number 3, Phone Jacker. Anyone remember that?
Oh yeah.
I love that show.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, this is why I call DVDs doofs.
Doofs, yeah.
Oh shit!
I love it. What's it? You know the place that sells sofas. Doofs. DFS. Yeah. Doofs.
Oh
it's
Christ!
DFS.
I do remember now.
I get so irate about it.
It's sort of like the Foundation series of running gags.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, love that show. Number 2 is Death Note.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Starring
My
Jeff
number
Note.
1. And my number 1 is Heroes.
Ah.
I was
Heroes.
obsessed with that show for a good few years until it kind of went down the drain again. But still, the first few seasons are great.
Yeah. It was great. It was a really good show.
Actually, it was,
Yeah.
You're the one that got me into it, weren't you, Alex? So
I think so.
we watched through the first 2 seasons together, I believe, back in our college days.
Oh yeah. No, I think season 3 is where it starts to kind of go off the rails a
Was
bit.
that with the virus thing?
Season 2 was the virus. Basically, they had a whole other plan, and because the writer's strike
Yeah.
happened, they had to completely scrap the original plan and do something very kind of put something together very, very quickly.
Because
Hence why season 2 was a bit, but it was still good.
there's a bit, I remember vividly, there's a bit where like there's this vial with a deadly virus in, and
Yeah.
it gets dropped, and
Yeah.
I can't remember who just catches it. And someone told me once that the plan was he was going to drop the virus, and they would have to deal with that. But
Yeah.
obviously, yeah,
That was going to be planned, but also because the writer's strike. Season 3 was good, and then the finale of season 3 it just kind of went off the rails. It kind of went batshit. And then season 4 was just, yeah. It was just.
I stopped watching it when I know once a series started when they basically, I can't remember if it was the start of the series or the end of the last one. They basically killed off all the best characters and started with almost a whole new cast.
Yeah, that's Heroes Reborn. That came out recently.
No, it was part of the run of Heroes because I stopped watching Heroes because I was like, this isn't interesting anymore.
That was season 4. They kept some of the originals, but majority of them had gone. I know they kept Claire and her dad. But I think the rest of them are kind of sort of gone. Yeah, and I know what you mean. Yeah, they introduced like loads of new people, like a whole new cast of people.
Yeah, I went into
and then again, what pissed off about that show as well, like again, it was really good for the first few seasons, but then it ended on a cliffhanger, and then never. That was it. It got cancelled after season 4.
Yeah.
And so when Heroes Reborn came around in 2016, I think it was, I tried watching the first episode, and I was just like, after the first, after like half an hour, I was like, this is absolute bullshit because of how they killed off one of the main characters from the original series. But it was okay. Do you care about spoilers?
Not really.
No. Okay, so they killed off the girl who couldn't die. She died. Yeah.
Claire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I even remember that.
It was such a stupid way that it happened. I was just like, this is just.
They like dissolve her body so that she couldn't regenerate or something.
Well, she died during childbirth.
Nanny?
Yeah. And I was like, wait, what?
The baby.
Oh, I'm gonna put this up because I thought it was such. I can't remember exactly what, but it was so stupid. How they did it. Here we go. This is it. All right. Oh, wait. Yeah. All right. Heroes Reborn. Yeah. The reason Claire died was due to her son having absorbed her power during childbirth. I was like, that's bullshit. Yeah, I stopped watching after I saw that, and I was like, this is crap. Yeah, the only original person who came back was.
We're trying to resurrect that dead shark, I think.
Yeah, it didn't go down well with fans.
Jumped it in the bus, killed it, tried to resurrect it, and.
Yeah, like oh god. So yeah, apart from that, it was a great. I remember being completely obsessed with it when it first aired and during my college years and stuff.
There's so much that's iconic now that I think about it. There's the guy saying "Yatta."
Yeah.
There's save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah, I had that hoodie, didn't I? Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Wait, isn't the main character in Digimon World called Hero?
Hiro Nakamura. Yeah.
Both heroes shout "Yatta" whenever something good happens.
We're talking, of course, about Digimon World.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Yeah, I loved Heroes and stuff. But you say Yatta to me, I'm immediately thinking of Digimon World. Oh, I know. That's also part of how you say "Thank God it's Friday." Yatta Kinyobida.
Success! It's Friday.
Yeah, it's a hooray, Friday sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember being obsessed with that series.
Yeah,
and it was great.
The mystery and kind of scariness of who is this Siler fellow, and when you finally found out about him, it was really.
Anyone else?
I've had Heroes like downloaded to rewatch for ages because I knew I loved it back in day.
Yeah, I got the doofs.
Need to get on it.
Did anyone else have like a huge crush on Siler?
I didn't. Now that you mention it,
I can't
I'll be honest.
remember it.
Zachary Quinto.
Spock from the new.
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Things you can do with those aims.
He can pull off like complete evil.
I can't remember the full-on character moments too.
Well, maybe we can rewatch it again at some point. Not film it, but just rewatch it.
No, just a background watch. Yeah, when we're done with Steven Universe or something.
Yeah.
Cool. Before we move on, I'll just give you one final quote that I've always remembered. Are you going to eat it? Claire, that's disgusting.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, keeping on it for one final bit, Heroes was actually my introduction to the great George Takei.
Oh,
because
really?
this was back in the era before I was into Star Trek. Because for a lot of my early teens through sort of like early college, I was like, no, Star Trek. It's the American ripoff of Doctor Who. It came a couple of years after. I'd never watched it, but I'd just go around saying that. So I'd watched Heroes before I'd watched any Star Trek.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Vielen Dank. So, I'll do
Over
mine.
to you.
So it was a jam-packed year this year. There's quite a lot in here that was really good. In me honourables. Oh no, in my extras first before my honourables. Hyperdrive, which was like meant to be the next Red Dwarf type thing.
Yeah.
Sci-fi sitcom. The Slammer, which was a kid show about like a talent show for people to get out of prison.
Being found guilty of a high showbiz crime.
Oh, okay. It wasn't just like murderers and rapists.
Well, you're gonna serve your time. No, that was D Wing. They didn't show you that wing. It was a CBBC show.
There's a lot of D going around with all the rapists in there. And then totally Doctor Who is I vaguely remember it, but I don't really remember it. So in the honourables, Little Miss Jocelyn, which was a sketch show, which had some characters in it, like the traffic warden who used to say that she know the coin, and the GP who was like a voodoo lady. This is your last appointment. Save yourself. Lots of great times. The Armstrongs, which was a documentary about this couple who owns. Was it like a double glazing firm or used cars or something like that? And it was like, to this day, people still can't figure out if it was real or a mockumentary, because it was like a comedy, but it was supposedly completely completely. Yeah. And like the couple are a real couple that own this business that has been around for years. But it was things like the wife was like talking to camera about how she was going through the computer records and she found someone's been accessing some very disgusting websites. And as she's saying this, like the camera kind of zooms in on the husband in the background who suddenly looks really worried. It was like, it was a proper comedy, but it was a documentary. It was
very sort of like the Office style.
Yeah. It's brilliant. Planet Earth, which is definitely a real documentary.
Yeah.
I've heard of Earth. I think it exists. The Chasers' War on Everything, which is an Australian show where they basically just did like a load of pranks and stuff, really.
Okay.
Like They did one where they basically got a black car, and there was like a load of world leaders in Australia for this oil conference, and they got this black car with blacked out windows and put a Saudi Arabian flag on the front or something, and they just drove it straight through all the security cordons, and got someone got out of the car dressed as Osama bin Laden outside George Bush's hotel and stuff like that, and they all got arrested.
Oh, Jesus.
But they would do things like they'd put like a caution, do not enter, but like a little meter square, and they'd put it outside a toilet cubicle or something, and have a man with a clipboard saying, "You can't go through here." Anyway, The Secret Show. Heroes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We're not going out, not staying in, not going out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Life on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Hood, the BBC series.
It's one I didn't watch.
Never watched that.
Oh,
There was a BBC series.
it had the man in it playing Glaive Gisborne, you know that man. Then Lead Balloon, which was a Jack Dee sitcom about Jack Dee's life.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Young Dracula,
Yeah.
which was really cool. Like as a fan of the book Dracula as well, it was really cool how they kind of like had characters from the book in it, like Renfield and all people like that, which is quite.
Renfield went on to play the shit seller in Thin Ice, Doctor Who episode.
Oh, I have to check that out later. And I always loved the really silly recurring joke that never fails to make me laugh of the person being introduced to Count Dracula and saying, "Oh, lovely to meet you, Mr." And he says, "Count," and then everyone in the village thinks his name is Mr. Count.
Yeah. Have you watched that show, Alex?
No, but that sounds funny.
Oh,
It's just such a stupid joke.
It's a CBBC show, but it's one that's sort of still enjoyable. Well, for me at least, as an adult.
Okay, what's it called again?
Young Dracula. I've got them all.
I have watched that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I watched it when we were in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to watch it a lot on TV.
Oh, yeah, I probably still watched it on CBBC by that point.
Yeah.
So it was quite. I know, like after I stopped watching it as I kind of grew out of it, I guess, grew out of watching CBBC or whatever, and it happens to some people.
Right.
I know it kind of turned into this kind of, I don't know, weird sort of like vampire school thing. I don't really know what happened to it. I caught a bit of it.
The final season was a bit weird.
Yeah, I caught a bit of it. I think one of my cousins was
probably
watching it once.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't the same show.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember beforehand, like it had this quite cool. I don't know how well it holds up. I mean, also you said it holds up, so I guess maybe it does hold up. I remember this.
It might just be nostalgia for me though.
Yeah. But it was this quite cool idea that you had like the young Dracula himself wanted anything to not be a vampire, and then he like made friends with this edgelord character who desperately wanted to be a vampire, and it's quite interesting interplay between the. Yeah.
Rio Wellard from Tracy Beaker.
Yeah. And then finally the Real Hustle, which was about scams and shit, and that's actually genuinely taught me a lot. That program.
That's when they like pretend to scam people and they actually say, yeah, this is actually a scam. That's what I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah, it was cool. Like talking
well.
things how like if someone seems too good to be true, it is.
Yeah.
And they had the thing where they like don't put your phone in your back pocket because someone just like come bump into you and just give it a little squeeze and take it out without you even noticing.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Or just they can like Indiana Jones it with like a bit of cardboard, so it still feels like your phone's in your pocket or your wallet's in your pocket, but it's not your wallet. It's just a bit of card that's the same size as your wallet or phone.
Yeah.
They bump into you, swap them out. They've walked off with the phone.
Bloody hell. Yeah, I just don't want people to keep their phones in their back pockets. Always keep it in your side pocket.
Yeah.
Well, my sister does it, and it pisses me off because her phone is twice the size of her back pocket.
That's what I don't get. Like, why do you put your phone in your back pocket? Anyone could literally grab it. And you wouldn't know.
Or you just sit down and it'll break. Or
Yeah.
That's
Good,
why I
we're all agreed.
Strapped to my wrist.
What was the other thing they did? Oh yeah, someone with a clipboard and a high-vis jacket or something can just get in
car
anywhere.
Parks. Yeah. Transport. Yeah. I think there's a load of those episodes online somewhere.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Or at least the clips are probably on YouTube. You could probably find each individual hustle or something.
Yeah. Right, on to the top 5. Number 5, Torchwood.
I'll be
honest, it's mainly Children of Earth puts it into the top 5. I do like Torchwood, obviously, but I mean that series is just amazing.
The first 3 series, and then the 4th one's all right.
Because I don't really remember a lot about the other series.
I've watched people react to them, so
yeah. Like I'll probably remember episodes if you mention them, but like I don't know at the same level of detail I do Doctor Who at that time.
Yeah. I will say Children of Earth is definitely the highlight of probably even around that time Doctor Who, maybe.
What year was it, Children of Earth?
2000. Oh no, it wouldn't have been 2006. That's when this series is. Oh, I don't know.
I can hear the sound of typing. 2009.
Oh, okay. Quicker than I am.
So that would have 5, 6, 7, 8. Would have been after series 4.
So it would have been the specials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the specials were really good.
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah. The best special was Waters of Mars.
Yeah.
And I'd say Children of Earth was probably a bit better than Waters of Mars in a way, as a whole.
Yeah. The really cool thing was it was on subsequent days, wasn't it? So it was just like, for that one whole week, it was just non-stop.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway, number 4, the IT Crowd.
Oh, okay.
Very, very funny.
I haven't watched that yet. Okay, I watched the first episode and I thought it was good, but I never continued.
Just try and ignore who wrote it.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, he's a douchebag.
Number 3, That Michelin Web Look.
Ah, yes.
Oh, look, that's Michelin Web. Number 2, Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe, which is great. Very much my style of humour. Man sits and takes the piss. What's not to love? And number 1 is Time Trumpet, which was a comedy satire show by Armando Iannucci. And I've noticed pretty much anything Armando Iannucci makes is in the top 5 immediately. It was like set in the future, like in sort of 2030 or something, but it was a retrospective looking back at the early 21st century, but obviously satirically making things up that were yet to happen.
Oh, okay.
Full of things like, you know, when Tesco had a supermarket on every square mile of England, and so invaded Denmark to create a nation state of Tesco, and the war was over in 3 hours. When Charlotte Church vomited herself inside out. David Beckham getting a vagina transplanted to his upper arm. What else do we have? Tony Blair wandering the streets of Basra, muttering incoherently to himself. Yes, I did the right thing. It was brilliant.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
that.
No.
Time Trumpet.
Fair.
Time Trumpet.
Yeah. Oh, right. Unravel the scroll. So we've got my two normal shout outs, which I technically only know through crossovers with others of the franchise, but it's Kamen Rider Kabuto and Go-Go Sentai Bokenger.
Kabuto is the armor I'm wearing in our Minecraft series.
Oh, Kabuto, nice. Okay. And I've only seen him in crossovers with other Kamen Riders. Then we have Scatoony, which was like a Cartoon Network quiz show thing. I kind of barely remember-ish. Then we have Hully.
Oh.
Ah.
Hello.
These are my vague memories anyway, just to mention. Honey, We're Killing the Kids.
That was a very dark turn for the series.
That show.
It's the show where they kind of use modern high-tech technology to show bad parents what their kids would look like when they're 30, 40, 50 years old.
Yeah.
And change their dietary habits, they're going to die.
Yeah.
I thought it was genuinely a Honey Where I Shrunk the Kids sequel. No, I did watch that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, it's like in The Simpsons, here's what your teeth will look like in 30 years. And it like goes through her skull.
Yeah. And we have The Owl, which is a series of like short 5-minute animations they used to show on CBBC in between episodes of whatever.
It really turned some heads. It was a hoot to watch.
Then it was a hoot.
I'll be quiet now.
Okay. Then we have The Big Bang Theory, which I remember liking when I was young, but then I grew out of it.
Oh, do you know what? The first episode I ever saw of The Big Bang Theory was fucking hilarious, and I was like, "This is brilliant." Okay. And then the next one I saw wasn't, and I thought, maybe not. And then I watched another one, and I was like, "Oh, this is now crap." Why was this one episode I saw first really good?
I remember I used to like it. I just can't really remember anything of it apart from like the tropes. Then we have Ninja Warrior, which was kind of like a more sort of intense version of Takeshi's Castle in a way. Yeah. It was more competitive and like you had to actually be physically good for it, sort of thing.
Physically fit, but not necessarily mentally sound.
No.
It's easier to trick them into signing the release that way. I never watched Ninja Warrior. I loved Takeshi's Castle. I always saw Ninja Warrior advertised. I think it was just in...
Yeah, it was okay. I prefer Takeshi's Castle because it's Takeshi's Castle.
I think when I used to kind of, turn my nose up at certain things, like, oh, that doesn't look like something I'd like, and then I'd just never watch it. I don't know why. Yeah, anyway.
It was more like...
It's too shouty.
It was more sporty than Takeshi's Castle, which just felt like I'm all fucking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, more competitive, that's the word. Then we have the Thumb Wrestling Federation, which was, again, 5-minute short things they'd show on CBBC, and it was basically thumbs dressed up like luchadors, having thumb wrestling.
I was trying to remember that, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah.
I really nailed that one. Does that work?
Then we have Roar.
Sorry?
Which was like Roar, which was the CBBC like zoo documentary show.
I'd be lying if I said I knew that one.
Following keepers in Port, Limpine and Howlett's wild animal parks in Kent as they take care of the animals. Then we have TV Heaven, Telly Hell, which only lasted 1 or 2 years. It says 2006 to 2007. But it's basically
I know that one.
Sean Lockwood put celebrities through their best and worst TV moments, sort of things.
I think I did see a bit of that back in the day. Oh, God bless Sean Lock.
Yeah.
Every now and then,
I salute it for the benefit of the tape.
Every now and then, a clip of I'll do the same. A clip of like Catch Does Countdown or someone will come up, it's so funny, but it's so sad now, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll always have that moment of,
yeah,
like, we're not gonna get any more. Anyway,
we'll always have challenging wank. That amazing joke.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like I feel like because he probably knew what was going to happen relatively soon. I feel like he probably switched his filter off a little bit because he thought it don't fucking matter now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dear. Anyway,
it's
sorry
one
to
of
bring
those,
it down.
I have always kind of wondered about that. Is like, if I ever found out I was like seriously dying, would I tell people, or would I just carry on? And I don't really know what I'd do.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I think I'd probably tell them, like, you'd have to kind of give them, I guess, I don't know.
Then,
that's a good...
I wouldn't want them to worry. Would it be better if it was just more of a surprise, and then they're going to have the grieving period no matter what? Do we want them to have the grieving period before they actually have to start grieving? I know.
Yeah,
that's where the dilemma comes into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Always fun and games here on Inaudible.
Yeah. Speaking of fun and games, my next one's Horrid Henry.
Oh.
I watched a bit of the show, but I always remember liking the books a lot more. But
Yeah.
I know the show was something I'd watch if there was nothing else on, and it was always on CITV, and I'd think, all right, I'll just stick Horrid Henry on. Yeah, so that
It's like
was
the
me.
cosmic background radiation. It's just the cosmic background Horrid Henry. It's just always on.
Yeah, it's just there. Then on to me. Now we're on to me sort of honourables,
Right.
which is Lead Balloon.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, you do. For probably the 5th time in a row, Shin Chan. It was I've mentioned it like 4 or 5 times by this point, and I don't know when it actually started, so I'm chucking it back in there. Then we have Not Going Out.
Not staying in?
Then Not Staying In. But I would be staying in to watch the next show, Torchwood Declassified.
Oh.
Which was pretty much the Doctor Who Confidential of Torchwood.
Yeah.
Followed by Totally Doctor Who. Yeah. Followed by Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which was the final series of Pokemon I ever watched, and I didn't watch the whole of it. I watched the first arc, I think.
I never even watched that far, which is weird for someone who's obsessed with Pokemon.
I mainly remember it because it was what made me love Pachirisu so much. Because the anime just made it so cute. Yeah. It's just Anyway, following that we have Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue, which was not too bad, but considering Shaggy and Scooby were like my favourite members of Mystery Inc., that's probably why I watched it a bit more.
Shaggy and Scooby-Doo turn the air blue.
Yeah, it wouldn't be one of the top series in the Scooby-Doo franchise. Definitely, yeah, one of the less memorable ones, but I know I enjoyed it.
Shaggy and Scooby share a big doobie.
Ooh.
These little spin-off ideas.
Well, that's... the first live-action film was pretty much written to be for adults. That's why there's just like a load of tongue-in-cheek jokes and like references to weed and stuff.
That's a great film, by the way.
Yeah.
And then the executive said, no, actually, we want it for kids. Dumb it down a bit.
Oh, that's a shame.
God's sake.
Could have been even better.
But yeah, following that, we have Fantastic Four, World's Greatest Heroes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them then for a second.
That came out earlier than I remember.
Yeah. They had an animated series long before, you know. Wait for the page. Then we have Grown Ups, the third series in the 2 Pints universe. 2 Pints-averse.
Oh wait, no, that's not what I thought it was.
No, it would no. I think it lasted 2 series, and it was basically. I can't really remember. I remember watching it, and it was good, and I mainly remember it because they had a 3-way crossover between 2 Pints, Grown Ups, and Coming of Age.
Okay.
Actually, I think that's what it was. It was like, because by the end of 2 Pints, they'd kind of grown out of the 20-somethings always trying to get sex and stuff. That's what Grown Ups kind of become. 2 Pints had kind of matured a bit as the actors had. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Then we have The Real Hustle, as previously mentioned. When it loads. We have Mega Man Star Force, which is like the sequel series to Mega Man Battle Network NT Warrior. So we're upgrading from super advanced computer artificial intelligent life forms to radio wave life forms.
Oh, a being of pure sound energy.
Yeah, so complete upgrade in the far, far future. The year 220X.
Oh.
Then we have...
Are they using a base 12 system now, so they're writing 10 as X?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Then we have Power Rangers Mystic Force. This was kind of around the time I was actually into Power Rangers. Then we have Digimon Savers, or Digimon Seibazu. Or Data Squad.
Yeah.
For English-speaking people.
I always get these all confused, but past the point I watched them.
Yeah.
They all have different names. I get confused.
I really enjoy... I remember really enjoying Saber. Yeah, and it's the series where the main character actually fights the Digimon alongside his Digimon, kind of.
Was this...
Then we...
This is the one that DMO, the Digimon Masters, is based off of. Kind of really, yeah. And then the one...
You kind of know vagaries of it.
Yeah. Was this series 4 or 5?
5.
This is 5. Okay, yeah. So 4 was the one where they become the Digimon.
The furry series, yeah.
Frontier,
yes.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. I'll learn it one day.
Frontier, then Savers, then Xbox Wars.
Yeah.
Anyway, following...
And Xbox Wars, I think, was actually 2 separate series.
Yeah.
Like a sequel.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I have looked into it.
Okay, maybe I know this better than I thought I did. Now that I say it. Anyway.
Well, you probably know it. You haven't watched any of them. You just sort of know them through looking it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and finally, from my honourables, we have Hyperdrive.
Nice.
Now into my top 10 or my main list.
Oh. Let's warp to the top 10.
Number 10, we have Heroes, Yata.
Missed Isaac.
At number 9, we have IT Crowd.
Oh, Missed IT's Crowd Sack.
Oh. At number 8, dun 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 dun, it's The Secret Show.
I'm just remembering. To whom it may concern, fire! Exclamation mark. Fire! Exclamation mark. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Sounds familiar.
We got an email about a fire. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. That was The Secret Show. After that, we have The Slammer. If you've been found guilty of a highlight showbiz crime.
Oh.
And welcome to The Slammer, where you're going to serve your time. With every kind of minstrel and
every kind of minstrel, even the racist ones.
I don't know. Moving on, we have Last Metal and Web Look.
What?
Metal and Web Look. You know that one. With David Metal and Robert Webb.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Next, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. I've chucked this in, even though it technically isn't TV, but it is a series it's a web series.
Oh,
it's
yeah, no.
Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series.
Okay, yeah. I saw that on IMDb.
Yeah, and I figured, that was a big part of my growing up from about this time.
Yeah. There's a certain, age group and sort of, social bracket, like nerdy types, like us, basically.
Yeah.
Where you could pretty much just quote anything from Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series at them and we'll all know it. It's, yeah.
Did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? That's against the rules, isn't it?
Screw the rules, I have money.
There we go. Yeah. It's actually the most you've watched of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the abridged series.
It literally is, yeah.
We'll have to try and compare it. We'll find a normal episode one day that a lot of the abridged series and see what you think of that.
None of them are normal episodes.
No, I know, but just chuck it on a nostalgia trip. Anyway, number 4, Young Dracula.
Oh, Dracula.
Previously mentioned, actually, all the
Sucks
things
to be him.
from here has been mentioned already. Because number 3 is Death Note.
Ah.
Hey.
Number 2, Life on Mars.
Nice.
Oh, out of this world.
And number 1, here he comes in a ruddy great tractor. Captain Jack causing lots of disaster. It's Torchwood.
Yeah.
Torchwood. No, it's because the way they composed Captain Jack's theme Murray Gold basically had the footage of him breaking into a house in a tractor. So the way he made the theme was along the lines of, here he comes in a ruddy great tractor, Here he comes in a ruddy great tractor.
I can't remember his theme, you know.
I've got the exact clip.
Very good.
Yeah. Because I think Torchwood Declassified, there was a quick moment of him saying how he came up with the theme. Yeah. It's I can't help it. It's the Hooniverse is just going to be top for me for what year does Bloody Sarah Jane come out? Jeez.
Bloody Sarah Jane.
Bloody Sarah Jane. Yeah, well, spoilers, that'll come in a couple of years.
Yeah, I've got it here. It is next year.
Next year. Well, spoilers. Because if Torchwood's probably my winner this year, Sarah Jane definitely. Sarah Jane's my favourite Doctor Who spin-off. I prefer Sarah Jane to Doctor Who.
At the risk of causing a schism.
Not Doctor Who, sorry. Torchwood.
Sarah Jane Adventures didn't even make my top 5 in 2007. 2007 was really, really hard to pick a winner, but you look forward to that.
Well, I am saying I don't know the rest of 2007 yet, so we don't know. But the spoilers is that Sarah Jane's definitely going to be quite high on the list.
Yes,
because that is my Hooniverse spin-off, Sarah Jane Adventures. I prefer that to Torchwood. It felt more like a Doctor Who spin-off because it actually felt like it was connected to the Doctor Who universe.
Yeah.
And I mean, Sarah Jane, although like saying this, Sarah Jane's my favourite companion, but probably only Sarah Jane Adventures, modern Sarah Jane. I don't know enough of her from Classic Who to put her as my top classic companion.
Yeah.
My top classic companion's probably Ace.
Oh, wicked.
Ace. What's up,
Come on, Professor?
Yeah, something along that.
We could go on.
But yeah, if there was any character that I could call my television mum, it would probably be Sarah Jane Smith stroke Elizabeth Sladen.
Nice.
That was when that's one of the celebrity deaths that have actually brought me to tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I remember
that. Fuck, what was I going to say?
Anyway, yeah. Torchwood, sorry. I've gone on to a Sarah Jane hype, but that'll probably be for next year, so prepare for a lot of this again then, probably.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to say Sarah Jane's your favourite. That's yet another kick in the teeth for Class.
Ooh, why? What happened with Class?
Wait, this is a joke because it's no one's favourite.
Okay, in terms of spin-offs. I thought you meant in terms of companions or characters for a moment then. I was like, I haven't watched Class. I don't know any of the characters in it. Capaldi was in an episode. He's probably my favourite character in that.
And that's the only thing that had to do with Doctor Who.
It's the only thing I know about it.
I'd recommend it. It was good. It was just fuck all to do with Doctor Who, really. It was just a fun series.
Maybe,
and it had an over-reliance on shock deaths.
We need something Doctor... If there's a big gap between Doctor Who and we need something to tickle our Doctor Who taste buds, we'll chuck 1 or 2 episodes in to a nostalgia trip or something. Maybe we'll see one.
Because have I mentioned it annoyed me that like it got no advertising at all or anything because it was quite good. Okay. And then their cliffhanger for the first series was so bad it made me glad that it hadn't been renewed. It was such a big turnaround. It was mad. Anyway, I'm sure we'll talk about that one day.
You saying, yeah.
Cool. So we have Heroes, Time Trumpet, and Torchwood.
Touchwood? Oh,
and whatever Rich picks. I'm gonna.
If you're listening, Rich, I know you're not, but if you are, send us like a big chunk of all your lists for like the past and the future 20 years.
Yeah, your last one was in '98, so you got a while to go, mate.
Almost 10 years worth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Cool. And we've only got. We've got 15 of these left. We add 2021. And then we will call up to modern day.
16, because by the time we get there, it'll probably be 2022 anyway.
Yeah. Well, I was being I was being optimistic. Assuming we'd finish it by then. That will be my downfall.
But then we'd have to do one for 2022 afterwards anyway, so...
True.
It will never end.
Bloody time just doesn't give us a break, does it?
No.
I cut my hair this morning, and there's yet more of my skin visible through the front part of my hair. It's I've always been ready for this. My dad went bald, my granddad went bald, and I've been keeping my hair shorter recently in preparation. But it's always a little bit depressing to see it unfold in front of you.
Gonna start wearing caps a lot more.
No, just shave it off. You get to a certain point. I just wish when it started to thin that it would thin everywhere on your head at once, not just on like the front top bit.
Yeah.
To leave you with a monk's ring.
Oh.
Yeah, not there yet. I can still pull off a short haircut. There. Well, did we have any other biscuits? All right, well, we biscuited already, didn't we?
Yeah, I believe so. Well, just mention that Doctor Who is this week, tomorrow, for anyone listening, I guess.
Yeah. Course
we'll be going live to watch that. If anyone listens to this on the day it was released, I don't know. But yeah, over on TS Reactions, we'll be watching that live. So welcome to come over and join us. Doctor Who, not tomorrow. Sunday. Sorry.
I was gonna say. I was like, aren't we meeting tomorrow?
It's
tomorrow
for
as you listen to this.
Yeah. Whoever's listening
I see.
on the day this podcast is released, it will be tomorrow because it is tomorrow that this podcast will be released for us. Yeah, no. Tomorrow for us, we're watching Spider-Verse.
Tomorrow is the day of the releasing. The day of the releasing is tomorrow. Monday is right out.
Basically Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday, watching Doctor Who live. Come over to TS Reactions. You're all welcome.
I did. I got an achievement on EU4. It's my rarest achievement yet, which I was quite pleased of. 0.3% of players have this achievement. So check out Invisible Tower to see the glorious campaign of that campaign unfolding.
Actually, are you not uploading Digimon this week at all then, or?
Digimon will have gone live 33 minutes ago as we speak.
Okay.
I was aiming for Tuesday, but I also couldn't be fucked to edit it, so I went for Friday instead. Now, there's a problem with those 2 episodes we did, which is that I'd set up a new profile on OBS, and OBS loves to do the thing where instead of I copied an old profile, and instead of copying the assignments that I had, it just activated every track on every track. So the game audio and our audio is on the same track.
Mixed and loud.
We're completely inaudible at some points, but when we're in like the forest or green gym, all you can hear is the bird tweeting. So it's not too bad on those points. It's in the city is bad. In battles, you can't hear a fucking thing.
Wow.
So it's there. I've made a note of kind of the main points we covered between ourselves talking, and then we'll just recap them, start the next batch.
Okay.
I fixed it for next time, so it won't happen again. So, but yeah, that's a bugger for the first episode as well. But not to worry. A lot of it is still hearable, if not particularly good quality, because of the mixing issues. But there we are. Digimon World.
Yeah, it only makes sense. Digimon
World. It would be right if it was perfect. But yeah, let's have a little look. Double check I have made that go live today.
Yeah, it's live.
Cool. The next one's all uploaded as well, so nothing to stop us. Yeah, episode 1, Recipe for Disaster. Check that out on Misty Trees.
And so we're going to like 1 episode a week now, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But one big episode.
Yeah, one big fucking episode.
Big old. Would it make sense to like move it to like Wednesday or something then maybe? So it's like middle of the week.
How come?
I just thought in terms of the upload, because then it would be like middle of the week every week. So it used to be Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday and Friday.
Friday.
Tuesday and Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like the start of the week and then the end of the week. But
that's
now
why I was aiming. I was aiming for
well.
Tuesday, wasn't
Okay, well, change it to Wednesday as an aim, and then you've got an extra day to aim for.
I? Yeah.
Give you an extra day to worry about it. Oh, my leg.
Yeah, I don't know if Friday works so that people can watch it over the weekend or Friday night or something. I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I need to look at the analytics to see when people watch videos.
All of 5 people that watch our videos.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of looking at the My Invisible Tower analytics, because I'll have more data to work off of then. Just to give a general impression, because this is why I publish videos at 6 p.m, is because that's when most people are online.
Just got home from work sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah. Analytics. Let's see.
Oh, my analytic. Analytic. My anal etiquette.
Oh. You've got good anal etiquette? They've changed this graph now, so it's more difficult to see.
My interests, you kind of have to.
Last Thursday. This doesn't really help. They used to be like darker colour when more people was online. Oh, I hate when they change things for no reason. Anyway, I'll look at that later. Cool. Yeah, well, that was all I had to talk about.
That's not stuff we care about now.
So thanks for...
Yeah, no, I've exhausted my Audible ins, so I am now inaudible.
Oh.
Is that why we're called inaudible? Because by the end of it, we've exhausted everything there is to talk about, so we're finally inaudible.
That's it, we just run out of words to say.
Yeah.
One of my teachers at school once got really annoyed at this girl who kept on talking in class, and he just one day looked at her and went, "Laura, do you worry that one day you're going to run out of words and then you won't be able to say anything ever again?" And she looked at him and went...
God.
She looked at him and went, "No, because I can use the same word more than once." And he just went, "Really?"
I was expecting either something like that, or she actually turns around and legitimately goes, "That can happen."
Yeah. Oh, there. He was great, Dr. Ransom. He was like 8 foot tall or something.
Dr. Ransom?
Yeah.
What a name.
Really tall. Russian teacher. Very funny. Monty Python fan. We had a laugh.
Oh, no, fair.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. Yes, thank you for attempting to listen. Thank you for glistening and weeping softly from the various sores and lesions across your form. Join us next time when we'll be creating more audio-based wounds upon your very soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Join us then. Goodbye. Not forever, unfortunately for you.